Hey everybody, Nick Espinoza, your chief security fanatic here. And in speculation AI news, is an AI running Russia? Now, I think this is a really interesting one to do. If you're not following this story, it's actually rather amusing online. And as somebody that follows, the Ukraine-Russian war right now very religiously, I think this is this is an amusing one. So I thought this would be a good one to simply end my day. So with that, we're going to the Express, the publication, to talk about this because Vladimir Putin, president of Russia, his latest address to the nation and obviously the world appears to be nothing more than an AI recreation. At least that's according to a lot of people online. Now, the speech he gave this past Thursday has been essentially the subject of speculation online, and this is where this is coming from. So during the 8-minute long speech, Putin's hands basically remain crossed and completely still on the desk that was in front of him. Now, this has caught everybody's eye because he famously has restless hands. I have watched many Putin speeches, including the one from yesterday, etc. And yeah, he tends to gesture quite a bit, but in this one, he's very stoic, he's very still, his hands are crossed. So yeah, that kind of might be AI, right? Because it'd be very easy to deep fake that. So this morning, the Kyiv Post out of Ukraine wrote on Twitter, and I quote, "Social media is abuzz today with conjecture as to why that throughout yesterday's 8-minute address by Russian dictator, Putin's famously restless hands were completely immobile. AI? Health issues? You be the judge." And here we are. So AI is a very possible solution here, right? To having some kind of health issue or whatever it is. Now, obviously, a ton of people joked that his hands were superglued. Others noted reports that Putin may be suffering from Parkinson's disease, which is a neurological disorder that affects mobility, and therefore it causes tremors or stiffness. And so maybe he's doing that because he has mobility issues right now. He is getting older. He's in his 70s. So during the speech, Putin addressed the escalation of conflict with the Ukraine after President Biden here in the United States gave Ukraine the green light to launch long-range missiles into Russia. These are American-made missiles that we have been supplying, essentially Ukraine and obviously NATO as well. President Biden also basically took the gloves off of anti-personnel mines or landmines, something I'm actually not a big fan of, even though if you're a longtime listener and follower, you know my thoughts on this war. So Putin said that Moscow had fired a new generation of IRBM, or intermediate range ballistic missile. There was speculation yesterday on day 1000 of the war that they had launched an ICBM, or intercontinental ballistic missile. These basically, the IRBMs and ICBMs of the world, are the ones that can deliver a multitude of nuclear warheads against a target. So if Russia's going to hit us in the United States across the world, they're launching ICBMs, they're going over targets, and the ICBMs are dropping payloads of nuclear bombs across a region. IRBMs are doing essentially the same thing, they just don't fly as far, but nothing went nuclear even though they're using IRBMs. They were using traditional, more conventional payloads. And so he therefore warned that this is taking on a global character, quote unquote. And here we are. The war tends to be escalating right now, and you can throw the recent election here in the United States into that mix. Is there a sense of urgency or not urgency or delay or whatever because we have a new administration coming in? Whatever that is, the point that we're talking about here is that Putin looks like he's got AI, and I'll see if I can find a clear link to that video and post it in the comments section, on YouTube and SoundCloud, and here we go. But I think this is an interesting one, and yeah. If you're basically a watcher of Putin, and I happen to be one of those people as I watch many different world leaders, he was very stoic. It could have easily been an artificial intelligence. It didn't have the mannerisms that he normally has. And so by virtue of that, that's a pretty good guess. And if an AI is basically doing all the videos and audio for him, is it making any other decisions? We'll find out eventually, I'm sure. And please like, share, follow me here on Facebook and Twitter at NickAESP. And please feel free to subscribe to me at YouTube as well, where you'll get no deep fakes, all me, all the time, baby. And as always, stay safe, stay online, and please attempt to stay private. Take care.